Hello everyone. We are here with Mr. Thomas George, Director of Lead College of Management. Mr. Thomas George is a Guinness record holder for taking the longest business session for 72 hours. It is very nice to talk to someone so talented like you, sir. Please tell us a few words about yourself.
Hi, good evening all. I'm Dr. Thomas George from Kerala, Palakkad. I am the director and chairman of a college named Lead College of Management, which started 10 years back. This year, I have tied up with another 9 colleges for the training and placement activities. And I am also the secretary of Association of Self-Financing Management and MCA Institutes in Kerala. And I'm sorry. Okay, fine. I don't know how you cut. You'll be able to cut it, or should I start from the first?
No, this is fine. Now we can go to the question. Okay.
Okay, fine.
Sir, you have been an educator for a long time. Please share with us your experience and give us your views on the development seen in the education sector over the years.
In fact, I told that I started this college 10 years back. But before that 10 years itself, I was into a training. I was running a program called Turning Point. Turning Point is a 7-day program, which is from morning 6:30 to night 12:30, 18 hours a day. So when I was doing this in engineering colleges, I did the same program for MBA colleges also. There I found the maximum number of faculty members and the colleges were using the chalk and talk method. It was fully theoretically oriented. And there are some changes which has happened in due course of time. Thanks to Corona, that it made possible the digital age, which was possible long back even. We had the Coursera, we had the Swayam, we had everything long back, but none of us used it. But now, of late, people have started using it. I think there need to be a lot of change still. But at least I'm happy we have put the first step towards the development.
Thank you, sir. Now, you have been a part of various educational organizations. Please tell us how the approach towards education varies from institution to institution.
Basically, what a college takes its function to the student communities. Many of the colleges, or most of the colleges, says, "I am here to teach. I am to impart the knowledge." So whatever the university syllabus is given to the college, they take the class and go. That's it. And the next level of colleges, that's the lowest level, I will say. The second level is more bothered about the placement, more bothered about the admissions, more bothered about the value-added courses, etc. The next level, the higher level, is making students think, the analytical skill. And the higher level is to make students take the right decisions. They are empowered to take decisions. So I'll be classifying the colleges in these 4 categories. And the ultimate, even after analysis, if they are not able to use it, that's a third level. In the 4th level, they own and they run. And they find the mistake and correct themselves. So where there is a possibility of committing mistakes, this is what the college gives. And there are very few colleges I will put in this category, but that's the ideal one. They own the college, they run the show. In 2 years, they learn business. Thank you.
Very well put, sir. Now, as the director of the institution, how do you ensure that the institute is run in an efficient and an effective manner?
We have to have systems. We cannot be person dependent. Most of the colleges fail because of this. In fact, I took over a college 2 years back. It was going well in the sense, but then in between some changes happened, but the person who was heading it, and it affected it. So a college has to move from person dependent to system dependent. Now, my college has to run whether I am there or I'm not there. So this is where the shift has to be. Like, we have to put systems in place. Everyone is responsible. Everyone is accountable. Everyone takes the ownership. So this is what is expected. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, talking about Lead College of Management, what are the core strengths and achievements of the institution?
Basically, the few points I will tell is, one is the responsibility which is given to the students for running the whole college. Second is the transparency. And the third one I'll definitely talk about is the value system. And I said, the decisions have to be taken by students. I'll give you one example where the students are involved in decision making. There are so many areas, but one area which I'll talk about is, even selection of the teachers. For us, we have when a faculty is interviewed, we do the group discussion, or we do I'm sorry, can we start from the question again once more? Sorry.
Sure, sir. Talking about Lead College of Management, what are the core strengths and achievements of the institution?
Okay. Achievements are, there are a lot of ratings we have got, even like whether it is NIRF, the second position which we have got in Kerala, AICTE-CII survey, we have got the second. This year's Times of India, the B-School survey, we hold the second position in Kerala. There are many other surveys and many other awards and rewards which we got. But the core strength which I need to tell about is the students and the faculty members, everyone, the whole team works on few points. One is very open nature between the student and the faculty and everyone, very friendly. Decision maker. Students become the decision maker. They become the decision maker even in the selection of faculty members. When we do the classroom session, when a new faculty come, or in the group discussion, two existing teachers, two juniors, two senior students, they sit and rate the teacher. And then for the final interview, this is given the most importance. A person may be really knowledge, but if he or she is not able to impart that to the students, that's a question. So, students are taking decisions like this. In any matter, they take the decisions. They own it. So, this ownership, these are the values which we are trying to build up in the students, and they are really good. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, Lead College of Management houses many research centers. This tells us that a lot of importance is given to research here. What are some of the ways the university promotes research among students?
Basically, the academia industry are to be linked. So, basically, the theoretical aspect is what is imparted by most of the colleges. In fact, that's fine, that's required, but we require, we need to go beyond. Industries require a lot of work to be done by the students. Once we start interacting with the industry and the students start doing things, there are many more things coming out. For example, we had the MILMA. MILMA is Milk Marketing Society in Kerala, which provides the milk and the allied products. They wanted a survey to be done all Kerala. So we did the survey, we compiled it into a report, and the whole project was submitted. And it was quite useful for MILMA, and it was a big eye-opener for the students. Similarly, we do a lot of surveys And all these are researches. Even any conferences or any publications, there are a lot of articles which students and the faculty members join hand and write. It gives a lot of, practical implementation, like they learn things practically rather than just the theoretical part. Once they do it, the researches are done and then, given to the industry, the students understand it. I remember one of the erstwhile project which we did was for Sindra Foods in Bhutan. They wanted to launch some product. So me and few students went to Bhutan. We did a lot of survey there and then we compiled it and then we gave the suggestions to the company and the company accordingly produced it and it was really good. And even for students, it was great experience. So a lot of researches which are possible today, even for companies, industries like steel companies, now a survey is being done. There are a lot of work. So rather than survey is collection of the data that gives a lot of exposure. But after that, analysis and then studying and then implementing it part, that is giving a lot of, exposure to the students. And these all come as research publications. That also gives added value to the student and the faculty members. Thank you.
The education sector is gradually moving towards the digital age. How is Lead College of Management utilizing this change?
As said I think in the first question, I said we should have moved to digital long back. At least now all the colleges have started moving. And one area where we have moved drastically is the entire theoretical portion to be taken in the class. That is to be video recorded and given to the students in their mobile. The theory in the classroom should be minimal. Even problems, we start doing it through the digital part. Even problems, we start doing it to the digital part. The advantage of it, I'll tell you. A student may not be in a mood to listen, maybe sick, maybe, absent in a class, or listened and understood, but after some time forgot it. But once the data is there in the form of video with them, anytime they can learn. We are moving towards full-fledged flipped classroom. We have started it, it is in the process, but we are moving into the full-fledged part of it. So what is in the class is what is beyond books. Because what is in the book is something which they can get from elsewhere also. We all know the least effective methodology of teaching is lecture method. And unfortunately, in India at least, 95%, more than 95% of the faculty members use the lecture method to impart, which is really boring for the student. I always ask this question in the FDP, Faculty Development Program. If attendance is not compulsory for you in your class, how many students will be there sitting in the class? The reason is the students do not feel value addition. So knowledge is no more to be imparted in the classroom. Knowledge is no more. That can happen in the digital part. The analysis part is what is to be done in the classroom. And we are moving towards that. To a greater extent, we have traveled and still more miles to go. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, can you please shed some light on the placement and training cell of Lead College of Management? What are the steps taken by the cell to ensure smooth placement drive for students? What are some of the top companies that recruit students from Lead College of Management?
I told in between that the college is run by the students. So the placement is also, we call it by LOT, Lead Operating Team. We have 14 LOTs, including placement, admission is one, training is one, arts and sport is one. We have competitions. We have canteen is one. Students manage. We have greening and the house. Or there are so many LOTs. A student can opt to be there, works there for an year. Next year, move to another LOT. That's how it goes. Administration is also done by the students. So this team of placement LOT, they basically work out the entire placement of process. Whether be it if a company comes to pick them, to put them in the guest room, to feed them, to arrange all the other colleges, take care of them, everything is done by the students. And even for sourcing the companies, we use the students. They sit and work out. One major part there they learn is rejection. Not every company they contact will not respond positively. So the entire process of even preparing the students, not everyone in the class holds the same standards. So like when somebody gets placed, they do everything, the mock interview, the introduction, everything in the hostel room itself, prepare them and then bring it. It's a collective. It's a collective. When someone is not placed, it's the entire responsibility of all the others to see that he or she is being placed. And some of the companies who have placed us, like last year, we had around 91 companies where our students were recruited. We have Amul placing us, KPMG, Ernst & Young, Nestle, Berger Paints, Asian Paints. In the case of banks, it is Federal Bank, Catholic Syrian Bank, Hisaf. We have Extra Marks, Byju's app. Like in each sector, we have so many, and there is a lot of opportunities for sure, more than what is available. So we are sorry that towards little further, we are not able to provide students to the companies. And my major placements happen through my alumni. My alumni, they work so well, they take decisions, they own the company, they take responsibility, that the management says we want students like that. So I'm at very ease that wherever my students are working, they come back again and again and take students. Thank you.
Very well put, sir. Now, as I was researching the Institute official website, I noticed that Lead College of Management has a very cordial relationship with international universities. How does this benefit the students?
Sir, we have tied up with Multimedia University, Malaysia. We have tied up with Liberia, forgot the name of the university, AME University. There are one is they send students over here. This year we have admissions of around students from almost 10 countries. So some of the institutions we enter into MOU and they come here. And there are a few cases where our students also have gone abroad. And one is that, the student exchange. Second is the faculty exchange. Faculty, that's quite, looking at from different angles. So the international exposure makes it like anything. And definitely the platforms like Zoom is making it very easy that a faculty need not be from India at all. Otherwise, we will have to bring the person, fly him down, give him everything. Now, the person need not do all those things. It can go digital also. So, the whole world is one single platform which is possible from any angle, any side. The speakers, the trainers, even the classes, the experience sharing by different, not only the international universities, the international luminaries, from different walks of life, they also interact with students, the faculty members, etc. Even in the board, it makes a lot of difference. It adds a lot of value. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, define your roles and responsibilities towards the college and students in Lead College of Management.
I am a very lazy creature here. I just, see that the whole thing happens. And the students and the faculty members take it up. They do everything. We sit across the table for discussions and for strategic planning. We always discuss on what best could be done. And then I facilitate the things happening here. And the rest, my team is so well that they take up the responsibility. And two things, even my entire faculty members, they take up the responsibility of everything. Even the students, starting from the admissions, it is done by the students. It is done by the students. And everywhere, only in strategic decisions we sit and discuss. And they are given right even to commit mistakes. Fine, learn from mistakes. And that's the way. I'm here 24 hours almost, in the sense, very late night I leave it's a fully residential campus. So late nights we sit and discuss. We are interested in developing a lot of entrepreneurship. So they come with ideas and sit across the table and chit chat, and whoever is interested in joining that, it happens. It's a very live campus in that aspect. So I'm just, like a catalyst floating in that river or stream of ideas and students, and things happen, in a wonderful manner. That's how it goes.
That's really nice to hear, sir. Now, when you first came to Lead College of Management, what was your vision for the institution? How do you strategize? How do you strategize about the key programs and plans for the marketing and administration of your school?
Okay. LEAD basically stands for LEAD, is Leadership and Entrepreneurship Academy, Dhoni. Dhoni is the place where the college is located. So basically, I wanted students to have two categories. Amul, can you start this question from the first again? There are two in between questions also I interrupted.
Yeah, sure. When you first came to Lead College of Management, what was your vision?
Amul, I'm the one who started. So rather than coming to the lead, you can ask, when you started Lead College of Management.
When you started?
Hello?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah. When you started Lead College of Management, what was your vision for the institution? Now, and also, how do you strategize about the key programs and plans for the marketing and administration for your institution?
Basically, LEAD stands for Leadership and Entrepreneurship Academy, Dhoni. LEAD, Leadership and Entrepreneurship Academy, Dhoni. Dhoni is the place here. MS Dhoni is the place. So basically, I wanted my students to develop two areas. One is their leadership area, second is the entrepreneurship area. Because I strongly believe in entrepreneurship. My students, of course, they are well placed. I want them to work somewhere and then start their own business. Because as said, if you have a dream, there are people to help you to achieve your dream. If you don't have your dream, then you work for somebody else to achieve their dream. So I am trying to bring out my students as dreamers and achievers. So entrepreneurship was one area which I am pitching up like anything. So as said, the entire college administration, the entire strategy, when we do strategization, my students are involved. And how all can leadership be developed? We give ample opportunity. Be it like if there is an event somewhere else, even in Cochin, they invite us, a big mega event. My students, they take the bus and go there, conduct the whole program for 3-4 days, and they come back. It's not because the colleges are not there. It's because these students, if they're given, they perform. And for my students, that's a great exposure. They go and arrange programs like, Tycon, where a lot of entrepreneurs come and discuss. A lot of ideas my students get. And that's how it is. They come out with Kaizen. They always look at, I told there are 14 LOTs. They will always sit together and work out, how can my LOT improve? How can my canteen improve? How can, the event LOT do something better? How can my ISR, Institutional Social Responsibility, do more things to the society? We have few tribal colonies where my students have gone and worked out like anything. They got the electrification, they got the road, they got the water, they got everything done. Not, how they made representation on behalf of these tribals to the chief minister, got it sanctioned from there, went to the panchayat, to the electricity, all the places, the entire work was done by my students. So every time they think, what else can be done? So this is always the way how they are made to think, and it is giving a lot of changes in my students when they come, by the time they go. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, what do you think should be the Lead College of Management's top priority over the next 10 years?
Basically, what I'm looking at is, once I had even now, it said, you will be placed with X amount salary. Now I'm moving towards entrepreneurship. This is the 10th year. So initially when I took students, I told them, work for a couple of years, start your business. But then once they started earning big amount, the number of people who started business, became slow. So then later, the second phase, I told them to start the business immediately after the college. Many of my students are from financially average or below. So they take a bank loan, they have to repay. So business takes time. So that's also a, shaky thing. Now what we are doing is, any student joining with a good business idea, the 2 years of being here, they can nurture their ideas into real business. It's not after they pass they do the business, they do business from day one here. So 2 years, my entire students and faculty members, nourishes and try them to bring that business. We have mentor groups. We have 12 mentor groups. So in each mentor group, whoever is with the entrepreneurship ideas, the entire team helped them. And in 2 years' time, that entrepreneurship was built up. As said earlier, digitally, the students are able to learn everything. Maybe problems or some parts which is required direct need to be given. And then I am also in the process of, if the idea is good, the entire tuition fee they pay to the college is put back onto the student as a seed money for developing their business. So 2 years, they're really comfortable. We handhold them, mentor them, and in 2 years' time, the takeoff, just like a flight, happens. So this we have started doing. We are in the process. Maybe in the next year, we will take off and it will be a great show. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, final question. Any message that you would like to share with the coming youth and the aspiring students?
Students, always it said, youth is not useless, but useless. The greatest resource you have is the ability to think, to be creative, to take decisions, whether be it right or wrong. take decisions. See, I'll tell you today what is happening is, because of the fear of taking decision that it may go wrong, people don't take decision, except especially the youth, because they are so much cautioned about taking risk. I'm so sorry, I read somewhere, it's a true fact also, I'll tell you, MBA kills entrepreneurship. That's not how it should be, but that is because all are talking about avoiding risk. Don't take risk. Then how do you take? How do you get things done? There should be failures. Let them come out with a lot of ideas. Initially, most of them may be failures, but as you go, you move from more failure to more success. So in 2 years' time, they should become successful. The decisions they take. So the advice to the students are, think and start taking decisions. Start taking decisions. In every walks of life, start taking decisions. Whether to take right decision or wrong decision, sit and learn. Just see for what has happened throughout the world in the same area. Put effort and you understand which all strategies work out. Use that. And you're a good decision maker. You are today what you are because of the decisions you took yesterday. Tomorrow you will be what you will be because of the decisions you take today. So take right decisions. No, take decisions and start moving towards right decision. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. It was really nice talking to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you.